friends, what's up? So as you saw in the intro for today's video, I'm going to be eating like Emily Mariko for a week. No, not for a week. A day, not a week. I don't think I could have done this for a week. If you don't know who Emily Mariko is, she is blowing up on TikTok for her healthy and time-consuming meals. She makes 3 actually well-rounded and good meals every single day, and that is very far from my personal eating habits. I'm not just like popping things in the microwave, but I'm also not making like soups from scratch like Emily does. So I made 3 meals for you guys. I did a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner, and they all varied in complexity and definitely pushed me out of my comfort zone when it came to cooking and even eating. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you're interested in seeing what I made and how it was like eating like Emily Mariko for a day, go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so for breakfast, this is our first recipe. I'm being ambitious. I know I'm being ambitious, but Emily Mariko always eats these muffins from Craftsman and Wool's here in SF, and they're like savory breakfast muffins that have a soft-boiled egg in the middle, and they look so good. I was going to go and pick them up from Craftsman and Wool's because there's one not too far from me, but I found out that they have sausage in it and I'm pescatarian, so I thought instead of picking a whole other recipe, I would try to make my own. I don't know how this is gonna go. I really don't. It could be honestly awful, train wreck, but we're gonna try. So I picked up some Impossible sausage right here that I'm gonna put in instead of regular sausage. I got some Asiago cheese, I have some scallions, and then I have my eggs. I felt like I was already being ambitious enough making my own. I didn't want to make my own muffin mix, so I got muffin mix. This is Jiffy Corn muffin mix. It says it's America's favorite, so I think it's gonna be good. We're gonna see. But the biggest goal here is to make sure that when I cut into that muffin, the egg is soft boiled. Like if that egg is not soft boiled, I'm gonna be so disappointed. I'm gonna do my best. I hope they are. So I'm gonna start with the sausage. I think that makes the most sense, and then I'll get started on the eggs. It looks like real meat. It really does. It's kind of nasty actually. Ew. Okay, it'll be good when we cook it. It'll be good. Okay, I have a pot of boiling water going for the eggs, and then I have a skillet here with some oil in it. It's also getting hot. The sausage is going in. Still looks gross. Okay, I'm gonna do the eggs now. I'm very nervous for this, as I said. I feel like part of the reason I get like hard-boiled eggs sometimes is I don't stop the cooking process soon enough. So this is gonna do 6 minutes in boiling water, and then we're gonna dunk it in an ice bath, and then we're gonna put it in the freezer for 30 minutes so that when we put them in the muffin, when the muffin's cooking in the oven, it's really just the eggs are kind of like defrosting. They're not cooking further. All right, there they are, our little eggs. And then our sausage is looking nice and brown. Okay, so my eggs are still going. My sausage is chilling out. I'm gonna get started on the muffin mix. Okay, so I'm doing the mix and 1/3 cup of water. Those are eggs. Okay, we did have some breakage. This one cracked the most. It has a little egg junior on it, but I hope it's okay. I hope that's not a big deal. Okay, back to the muffin mix. I need to put in our sausage. I also have scallions and then Asiago cheese to put in it. So I'm gonna cut those up. Okay, I think this is enough. So green onions go in. I feel like the guy from Olive Garden who comes and gives you cheese on your pasta. We're gonna add our sausage. Okay, we got our sausage in our batter. It looks good. I also just went ahead and peeled the eggs. I have to put them all in these sandwich baggies, like one for each of them, because I'm gonna freeze them. I don't want them to freeze together, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so I have the muffins in the freezer. Who in the hell put the muffins in the freezer? Not muffins. I put the eggs in the freezer. The muffins are gonna go. Okay, the oven's preheated. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Okay, so the eggs are in the freezer. The oven just finished preheating. Once the eggs are in there for like 20, 30-ish minutes, I'm gonna take them out, put them in the little muffin tins, put our batter over the muffins, and then bake our muffins. So I'll check in with you guys when those are done and we're ready to assemble everything. Okay, we have all our eggs right here. Our pan is buttered. We have our muffin mix. So now we're just going to put it all together. I think this is gonna be a mess, but I think it'll be a good mess and it'll be okay. This one, a mess. This one right here looks pretty good. I'm hoping at least a couple of these will turn out okay. Really, we just need one. We just need one that's gonna look good. So, all right, they're gonna go in the oven for 20 minutes. Hope and pray it's soft-boiled when it gets out. Okay, they're done, and I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. They've melted together, but they smell so good. Here we go. Okay, so I managed to free one. It looks good. Very muffin-like. So now we cut into it. Okay, here's a moment of truth. Please ignore my burnt and cut up cutting board. Here we go. Let's see. I will cry. I will cry. Please be soft. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. You're kidding, bro. Oh, I am devastated. I'm devastated. Ah, I just got into another one and it's harder boiled. I feel so defeated. Oh, I put so much. Okay, you know, maybe they still taste good. Maybe they still taste good. I don't know what I did. I followed all the instructions on the copycat recipe. I boiled the eggs for 6 minutes. I put them into an ice bath. Then I froze them. I did everything it said. I'm just gonna try it. It is softer. Like, okay, it's not. It's not. I'm just gonna eat it. I mean, it tastes good. They taste good. They taste really good. Actually, I really like it. I was kind of worried about the corn muffin mix, but it tastes good. We got the sausage, the cheese, the scallions, and there is egg. It's just not soft boiled. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I made these. Emily buys these. I made them myself from almost scratch. I guess not the muffin mix. I don't think I would ever make these again. I don't think Emily would make these, but if she did, the egg would probably be soft boiled. So I'm gonna go eat it. Like I said, it tastes good, it's fine. I will see you later with a much, much, much less complicated recipe for lunch. All right, it's later, it's lunchtime. This recipe is gonna be like 10 times easier than the breakfast muffin soft-boiled egg one. I'm just gonna be basically making a poke bowl, and Emily gets her poke pre-prepared, so I also got my poke pre-prepared. I got this just from my grocery store, but I know she gets it from a farmer's market. I also have my rice here that is still very hot. Let's hope that cools down because I do not like hot rice heating up my fish in my poke bowls. And then the other thing she does is she does kind of like ribbons of carrots and then also cucumber. So I have both of these here for that. Also have sesame seeds. She tops her bowl with these. But confession, I did leave out 2 ingredients. One being rice vinegar to put in the rice to make it sushi rice. I just have never liked sushi rice. I much prefer steamed rice with like any like sashimi or poke bowl. So I'm not gonna do that because I just don't want to just not like the dish because of the sushi rice. And then 2, I was supposed to also get ginger, but I also don't really care for ginger. Like I'll eat it, but I don't love it. And I was gonna have to get this huge jar of it, and it just felt like such a waste. So I didn't get that because I didn't want to be wasteful. But other than that, we have everything. I think it's gonna give us the gist of Emily's poke bowl. So I think this is gonna be way easier. I'm pretty sure this is gonna come together pretty quickly. So I think we'll avoid crushing my spirit this time. So let's get started. Okay, first obviously our rice. Let's go down a little bit. All right, I'm adding our poke. Hers is an ahi poke, so I got an ahi poke. I do like salmon butter though, but this one, I've already tried it, very good. Okay, I'm gonna peel our vegetables now. We're trying to get like thick, like wide, thin ribbons to top our poke bowl with, so. Okay. I feel like mine aren't coming out as pretty as hers, but they're going. This just doesn't seem like the optimal way to do this to me. Like, I just feel like it would be easier to just cut the carrot. Okay, I think we got enough carrots. I just feel like they're not as long as I want them to be. This one's pretty good. The cucumber is actually very satisfying. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing cucumbers. I will be shaving the cucumbers. I'm not meant to do ASMR. Okay. Ribbons! Oh, that one's beautiful. Lovely. So here's our bowl with our ribbons. Now I just have to top it with sesame seeds. Okay, minus the ginger and I guess rice vinegar, here is the finished poke bowl. It is a little plain. I feel like even with the ginger, it would have been a little plain. But I know Emily does like just like the taste of like vegetables and just like fresh food, and she doesn't like to like bog it down with a bunch of stuff, which, you know, that's her taste. We're eating like Emily today, so that's what we're gonna be doing. Personally, I would have probably put like avocado, maybe some kimchi, some corn, maybe some red or green onion. I just feel like it's like asking for a little bit more, but this is how she likes it, so we're gonna give it a try. I'm gonna try to get a bite with the carrot, with the cucumber. All right, there we go. There's rice, the poke, a cucumber, and a carrot. Okay, so it's good. It is yummy. It's very, very fresh, very light. I feel like this is like a good kind of lunch. It kind of feels like I'm eating a salad almost rather than like a poke bowl. I just feel like I said, I put a lot more stuff on my poke bowl and I am missing some of it right now, but it is good. It's not like it like tastes bad. It's like poke, cucumber, and carrot and rice. Like, I'm sure you can imagine how it tastes. Overall, like, it's good. I like it. It was quick to come together, very easy. Like I said, I just wish there was like a little bit more going on. I don't know if the ginger was like a huge factor, like flavor addition that I'm missing here, but I don't think so. I think ginger also like feels very light and fresh, so I don't think it would have made a huge difference, but you know, maybe it did, and I'm not sure. But I'm gonna go finish this and then I'll check with you guys for dinner, and we're gonna be making a lot more of a complicated recipe than this, so I'll see you later. Okay, it's much later. As you can tell, it is dark outside, but also it's been dark outside since like 4 p.m. But for dinner, we are going to be doing a squash soup. I've been seeing her work a lot with like autumn squashes, like almost like pumpkin looking squashes. But there's a specific video she posted on October 13th. I'll put it like over here so you guys can see. But she basically just makes this kind of squash soup. It looks very simple. She has a lot bigger of a squash than I do. I couldn't find one that big, so I got 2, hoping that it would be okay. I also dropped one in the grocery store. It's like already cracked open, but I think these 2, it'll be okay. She also uses 2 whole white onions, either white or yellow onions. They're this color. I only grabbed 1. I didn't realize she had 2, so I'm also gonna be using a shallot, and I think it will be okay because I think even with both of my squashes, it's still not as much as she did because she got 1 huge one. I'm assuming from like the farmer's market. I believe she used chicken broth, but I'm gonna be using vegetable broth. I have heavy whipping cream that she puts in there. And then I also have, I don't know how to pronounce this. Let me know. It is creme fraiche. It is French style cultured cream. That's what she put on top, so I grabbed that too. But the first thing we're gonna do is cut open these pumpkins. I've literally never worked with anything like this. Like, I have not so much as even made like a spaghetti squash before. So this is the first time working with like a gourd like this. So we're gonna see how it goes. But the first thing I have to do is cut them open. Okay, so I already have the like split that I did when I dropped it in the grocery store. So I think I'm just gonna cut it through there. Okay, but pretty much what you would expect Now I have to take the seeds out. It literally just looks like a pumpkin. It's supposed to be, I believe she used a kabocha squash. I'm using, where is it? Okay, mine is a red curry squash, I guess. K-U-R-I, red curry, I'm not sure. I thought it looked the most similar, so I went with that. Okay, so we're gonna roast these, so I'm just gonna cut them into smaller pieces. So that's a bit easier. Here's a look at our already cut up squash pieces. I have my pre-prepped baking dish with tinfoil on it. I'm gonna throw these on. All right, this is our last piece. Let's see if we can get good ASMR sounds, good Emily Mariko sounds. We can't get good Emily Mariko sounds. Okay, pause. Alright, I know it's impossible because no one can do all that in one take, but I swear it looks like she does everything in one take. Like if you told me she did, if you told me she never messed up, I would believe you. Alright, here's all of our red curry squash ready to go. It is a tight fit, I'm not gonna lie, but she puts oil on them. I'm using avocado oil with lemon because that's what I have. I'm pretty sure she used olive oil, but we're working with what we got. I'm gonna do salt and pepper. She only did salt, and I've also been seeing her get a lot of shit for not seasoning her food really, but season to taste. Do whatever you feel is right. I don't want to stray too much from the recipe, but I feel like just salt, like I want to do a little bit more. Okay, squash is all seasoned. She did show that she preheated her oven to 425, so I've already done that. It's ready. She didn't give a time, but I did look it up online and it said to do like 40-50 minutes. So I think we're gonna start with, I'm gonna start with 30 just to be sure. I don't wanna burn my red curry squash. And then we'll do 40 and 50 if it needs more time. Goodbye, little squash. Okay, so that's gonna be in there for like 30 to 50 minutes. So there's not really much for me to do in the meantime. So I'll check in with you guys when that's all done roasting. Okay, it's been like 40 minutes. Here's what they're looking like. I think it looks good. Emily pierced hers with the fork. Yep, they're soft. They're ready. All right, so we're gonna add the onions to our pot with some oil. There they go. Okay, so while the onions and the shallot are going, I'm trying to take the kind of flesh of the squash off of the skin, which is kind of breaking on me. I don't know if that's supposed to happen. Okay, our onions are translucent. We're gonna add the squash. Don't fit in. Okay, now I'm gonna add the stock again. I'm guessing how much here, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. I'm gonna try to get like the same texture that she had. Okay, so this is how much I was able to put in the NutriBullet. We're gonna have to do a few of these, but let's see. That's pretty smooth. That's pretty comparable to her kind of texture that she had going. Good. A little soupy. So I'm gonna finish blending all this up. I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, so this is the final texture after I blended it, and it's honestly pretty spot on. Okay, so last step is the heavy cream. I'm eyeballing this part. Let's see. Splash. Splash or two. And stir. Okay, it's done, so I'm gonna plate it. It smells really good, and from what I've tasted, also tastes good. Okay, I have my soup. The last thing she does is top it with some of the creme fraiche, I believe it's called. Does a spoonful. I've never tried this. And here is our final soup. Honestly, for all that work, it looks very underwhelming, but let's see how it tastes. Okay, I'm gonna get some of the creme. Okay, it is really good. It's so good, actually. It's delicious. Ooh, this was one of the videos where her reaction wasn't just like a small smile, like she was like and I can see why. It's actually really good. I know people are giving a shit for lack of seasoning, and I think it would be better with like different other types of seasonings, but just with like salt and pepper, that's literally all I used. It's really good. I feel like the flavor of the squash was enough. I don't know. I guess there's a lot of cream in there too, so that might also be it. Hello, welcome back. So that was my day of eating like Emily Mariko, and I have some thoughts. First of all, one of the first things I noticed was that Emily eats a lot more than me. I tend to do like a small brunch and then a dinner, and she eats like 3 full meals every single day, which is a lot for me personally. I just found myself not that hungry by the time we got to dinner. In terms of productivity and if I felt like I had my life together, I will say I had a large feeling of accomplishment, like looking at the things I made. Not the poke bowl, because like that was just kind of putting something together, and I know I did get really sad about the egg, but I did feel accomplished in the fact that like I made it, and especially with the soup, I was like, I did that. I made that soup from scratch. So I did feel a sense of accomplishment, which I feel like does make you feel like more of a productive adult. So I think Emily feels like this every day, which good for her, because I simply cannot keep this up. But like I did feel like it for the day, and I enjoyed it. I just don't think I could do it every day. I don't think I'm gonna continue to eat like this. I just feel like it doesn't make total sense with my stomach, for one. Like I said, she eats a lot, but also my schedule and my budget, if I'm being honest. But it was cool to try out different recipes, and I did take things from it that I think I will implement into my diet moving forward. But honestly, I just feel like Emily's on another level of just like eating healthy and like nourishing her body, and it's great for her. Don't think I am gonna find it very sustainable for me. But I hope you guys liked the video. I'm down to do more videos like this. I thought it was fun to do. So let me know if you guys like it. If you did, make sure to leave me a like and a comment to let me know. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit the post notification bell. I hope you're all having a great day, and I'll talk to you in my next video.